This video is brought to you by Incogni. Alright, this story is wild. America's newest unelected bureaucrat, Elon Musk, is now taking aggressive steps to consolidate power, and he is the exact type of unelected bureaucrat that him, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Donald Trump have been railing against. They think there are people behind the scenes pulling the strings with politicians and trying to shut down civil servants. Well, that is exactly what Elon Musk did today, because Musk and his aides, who are now running the OPM, have locked career civil servants out of the federal employee data systems, which prevents government officials from seeing their own workforce records. Again, Musk and his aides now have control of the Office of Personnel Management, and there are dangerous implications that we need to talk about. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you watch till the end to help boost this video. But really quickly, I want to run you guys through a thought experiment. Could you imagine if during the 2020 election, Joe Biden and George Soros, or that might be too on the nose, let's say Joe Biden and Bill Gates were seen being buddy-buddy all the time. They were seen courtside at a Lakers game, cracking up. They went to multiple UFC events together. And then as the election ramps up, Bill Gates donates $200 million to Joe Biden. Bill Gates buys Facebook and then uses Facebook as a propaganda platform. And then after all is said and done, after Joe Biden wins the election, Bill Gates basically just moves in with him at his place. They're always together. They're always walking around together. They're always on the same page. And then Bill Gates gets an office right next to the White House where he has control over all of these civil servants. Now, this may sound a little bit too on the nose, like no way that would happen. This is exactly what is happening with Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the exact boogeyman that right-wingers have been trying to draw for years, yet they are completely silent. So I want to talk to you guys about the implications of this administrative coup that Elon Musk is currently running. This Reuters article says, exclusive, Musk aides lock government workers out of the computer systems at U.S. agency, sources say. And this one is wild. Aides to Elon Musk charged with running the U.S. government human resources agency have locked career civil servants out of computer systems that contain the personal data of millions of federal employees, according to two agency officials. Since taking office 11 days ago, President Donald Trump has embarked on a massive government makeover, which has had a lot of consequences that you can either call unintended or intended. And I know I keep using these examples, but on Monday, when Trump in the middle of the night tried to pause federal grant funding, it had the consequences of stopping our Medicaid systems from working. Our Medicaid portals were not working. And then even a few days later, that plane crash that happened, you can draw the direct line between Trump gutting certain aviation institutions to that happening. He is making our lives more dangerous because he's trying to rapidly consolidate power. So since taking office 11 days ago, Trump and Elon Musk have embarked on a massive government makeover, which means firing and sidelining hundreds of civil servants in his first steps towards downsizing the bureaucracy and installing more loyalists. Musk, the billionaire Tesla CEO and ex-owner, tasked by Trump to slash the size of the 2.2 million strong civilian government workforce, has moved swiftly to install allies at the agency known as the Office of Personnel Management. And before I continue, I made a video the other day where I go to a subreddit full of civil servants, full of federal workers, and they are now actively talking about this in that subreddit called Fed News. It says, OPM takeover. Employers locked out of systems. OPM employees locked out of employee databases, and Elon's couch surfing college kids are now controlling it. This is so bad. Why are there no Congress people even talking about this? And it's because it just happened like 30 minutes ago. I'm sure the Democrats will get on message, but one thing we are bad at is responding in a rapid way. So when something happens, like the other day, when Trump paused all federal grant funding, Democrats said, we're going to have an emergency meeting about this. But tomorrow or Wednesday, we're going to do an emergency meeting sometime this week. And it's like, come on, y'all, get on this ASAP. Well, let's read some of the comments. Someone said, this is very scary shit. These are civilian employees of Musk. None have security clearances. All of this could end up in Russia or China. They could cherry pick anyone they want to recruit sources. This should be a lead story on every media outlet. The implications are dangerous, but let's go back to this story. Two officials who spoke to Reuters on the condition of anonymity for fear of retaliation said some senior career employees have had their access revoked to some of the department's data systems. The systems include vast databases called the Enterprise Human Resources Integration, which contains dates of birth, social security numbers, appraisals, home addresses, pay grades, and length of service of government workers, the officials said. And we know that Elon Musk has no problem putting civil servants on blast. About a month ago, he made this post of somebody who worked in something called the Environmental Diversity Commission, something like that. And the whole commission is about biodiversity, supporting ecosystems with a diverse amount of life, a diverse amount of resources so that they could be sustainable. But Elon Musk saw the word diversity and took a screenshot and posted it on his Twitter to his over 200 million followers. And then the woman who was in this role, just a normal civil servant, then gets death threats because Elon Musk has no problem putting these people on blast. And I'm not saying he's going to do this here. I'm just saying it's quite scary to see all of these people locked out of their own personal data. Quote, "We have no visibility into what they are doing with the computer and data systems," one of the officials said. "That is creating great concern. There is no oversight. It creates real cybersecurity and hacking implications. Officials affected by the move can still log on and access functions such as the email, but can no longer see the massive data sets that cover every facet of the federal workforce." And just listen to this part. A team, including current and former employees of Musk, assumed command of OPM on January 20th, the day Trump took office. They have moved sofa beds onto the 5th floor of the agency's headquarters, which contains the director's office and can only be accessed with a security badge or a security escort. Musk also installed beds at X for employees to enable them to work longer when in 2022 he took over the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. Quote, "It feels like a hostile takeover," the employee said. And remember, Musk is the one who wants to increase the amount of H-1B visa workers who can come work in the US, which is fine. We need top tier talent. We need engineers from other countries. But he also wants to eliminate the Department of Education, stop homegrown engineers from being able to realize their full potential. So it kind of shows that he just wants to overwork everybody. I mean, he installed beds at both X, and then he also installed sofa beds for civil servants. This is something that like a startup does. Like when my editor comes to visit, we put sofas around so that we can all work around the clock on my YouTube channel. You don't do that with the federal government. There are higher stakes there. But I want to read to you guys this other article that describes how Musk and allies have reportedly seized the key HR office and skipped past officials to send mass resignation emails. Now, you guys already heard about the emails that went out to a bunch of workers, but apparently, the HR type agency, the Office of Personnel Management, was blindsided by the memo completely. They had no clue it was coming, so this is a hostile takeover. The moves by Musk's aides at OPM and upheaval inside the Treasury building caused by other Musk aides that was reported on Friday underscore the sweeping influence Musk is having across government. And again, it's quite terrifying because Musk is an unelected bureaucrat. This should alarm anybody. The federal workforce is not supposed to be a personal playground for billionaires to shape in their own image. It exists to serve the American people, not the political or financial or corporate interests of Elon Musk and Trump and these other wealthy people. It exists to serve the American people, and yet Musk's team has already made it clear that their mission is not just to cut out bureaucracy, but to purge those who don't align with Trump's vision. And remember, Trump's vision is not America first. So I'll leave it at that. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. All right, and really quickly, let's talk about something that we all take for granted, and that's our personal data. Every time you sign up for a website, every time you download an app or fill out an online form, your information doesn't just stay there. It's shared, it's sold, and it's traded by companies you've probably never even heard of. I'm talking about your name, your email, your phone number, even your home address. It's all out there being passed around freely, and if that doesn't make you uncomfortable, it should. Thankfully, there's Incogni, a service that fights back for you. They take your personal data off the market by dealing with these data brokers directly on your behalf. It's quick, simple. Honestly, it's been a game changer for me. 5 times a day, I would get a call from a number that seems like it's from my hometown. It's like a spoof number, but then I answer it and there's just nobody on the other line, or they're like, hey, it's just some scam phone call that I have to immediately hang up on. But after I signed up for Incogni, I get maybe one of these a week. It's gone down tenfold the amount of calls that I get. Also, someone randomly started signing me up for these MAGA right-wing newsletters. I don't even know who did it. I don't know how they got my email, but I got all of these right-wing newsletters in my email. And you guys know me. I didn't sign up for that. So Incogni helped me with that as well. So I've had some pretty eye-opening experiences when it comes to data privacy, and it's because of Incogni fighting on my behalf. If you have ever had any experiences similar to mine, it's time to check out Incogni. Don't wait to take control of your data. Do it now. Head to Incogni incogni.com/Mockler and use code Mockler to get 60% off the annual plan. Again, that's incogni.com/Mockler if you want to protect your privacy today. Don't forget to use the code Mockler for 60% off when you visit incogni.com/Mockler, because here's the bottom line. Your data is your data. You shouldn't have to worry about who's buying it, who's selling it, or trading it without your consent. So by going to incogni.com/Mockler and using code Mockler, you get to protect your privacy for a massive discount. I love you guys. Go take your personal data back. Have a great rest of your day.